Shalom, Patreon. We're still back here on the back porch. It's been like a week. It's crazy.
Right.
But we're still
wearing
here.
the same clothes.
Yep. Sun's in the same position, same damn rooster, everything. Caleb Adams has made the comment. I thought it was a great comment, and thus this video has spun off. So thank you, Caleb. This one's for you. I need improvement surviving the pre-SHTF world. I love that. I can relate. I think we can relate. We've all been there. So we just shot a video a week ago on choosing joy and the power of positivity. And I think that's a big part of it. Perhaps one of the biggest parts of it. I would say the biggest part of it is having a relationship with your creator and knowing why do you exist? Why are you here? What are you supposed to be doing? And so this is not a biblical sermon. I approach those often enough. Anybody who has eyes to see and ears to hear certainly knows that that's a conviction of ours, and we live there and we wear that on our sleeve. But I would encourage you, if you have any questions, ask. Come see us Men's Group Monday. Come see us Old Testament reading, New Testament reading on YouTube. Just ask. I've got all the time in the world for questions like that. So foundationally, you should know your creator, and you should know why he created you and what you are here to do. And that will inform your sense of purpose. And when you have a sense of purpose, man, everything kind of falls into place. Your turn. Go.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So, I think we say this a good bit, but get squared away now.
Yep.
Like, emotionally, physically, mentally, get squared away now. Because when a huge stressor like SHTF happens, if you're not squared away, you're just gonna crumble.
Yeah.
So you've got to get your strength now.
One of the things that people often struggle with is tasks that seem so insurmountable. I just don't know how I'm gonna, I'm on this weight loss journey. Some days it's better than others, but my goal is ultimately to have lost 100 pounds. That's what I'm working on, right? I'm a little over a third of the way there right now. Because one day, so hopefully within the 12 months from now, I want to be able to say, hey, I did this thing, right? If I can do it, so can you. I don't ever want to hear from anybody again, T, you just don't understand, I can't, because we'll figure it out, right? If I can do it, you can do it. Maybe not the same way I did, but you can do it. And so within that context, you don't just set out on Tuesday to lose 100 pounds by Thursday.
Right.
It's a incremental game. Man, if you can get a pound a week sustained and sustainable, not some fad diet, not some BS juicing, not, none of that, right? Lifestyle changes. If you can change your lifestyle to where you sustain a pound of fat lost a week, okay, yeah, that'll take 2 years. Cool. I got 2 years. You got 2 years, right? But you just have to decide that you're going to do it. And so people often lose sight of the macro, micro. We want these giant accomplishments right now. None of that happens right now. Like, there is no get rich quick. There's very few people actually win the lottery. Most of them who do, it ruins their life. Because we're not built for these big, enormous changes right now. And so part of that is understanding what do I want to accomplish, and then understanding I've got to have a way to accomplish it. You're not going to accidentally lose 100 pounds in a year and a half, but you can put a system together to accomplish it, or buy a piece of land, or get a year's worth of food together, or buy a new pickup truck, or whatever. But you need to understand, what is the goal? What are you actually trying to do? And then you can figure out how you're going to do it.
Right.
And I gotta add this. We have one brother here who's on a weight loss journey with us and who I've been working with. And it's taken us 6 months of playing with a combination of diet and exercise and supplementation to get to the point where we're actually moving the needle. Actual weight loss. It's taken 6 months to get that figured out. And I couldn't be prouder of a half a year's dedication to the experiment to figure out what works. Now we know this works, okay, go with it, right? Not getting discouraged, not like, just, just sticking with it. That's awesome. That's awesome. So that could be anything in life, but you need to know where am I going? Where am I trying to get to? Most people just blunder blindly through life hoping that something's going to happen. They lack the intentionality. So if you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, man, all that's really left is the how. And the how's none of our business. That's the Father's business. We show up, He handles the rest.
And I think another...
Your turn.
Another point, surviving the that would be now, world. People suck. And I think now people are looking for anything and everything that they can to get mad about. And I have a friend on Facebook, and this is just an example of kind of people's mindset nowadays. So it was a picture of a U-Haul sign, and it said something to the effect of we're the place whenever you need to hide something from your spouse.
Right.
Hide it in U-Haul storage. Well, she posted this, and she was like, this infuriates me. It's so sexist, blah, 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 blah. Why does it have to be a man that is hiding something, or...
Right.
Something to that effect. And I saw it, and I was like, it says spouse. That goes either way.
Right.
It's not just a husband, it's a husband or a wife. And so I called her out on it, and she wrote back, she was like, you're right. That's just where my mind went. And
Well, good for her for admitting it.
But that's kind of the mentality of today's people. They see something,
right,
and it may not even be geared that way, but
right.
That's what they see, and so then they go blasting it everywhere, and but people are just looking for an excuse to get offended and mad. That's how they feel justified. And I think we're dealing with that now for when SHTF happens. But I think getting your mind straight that it's not all, everybody's not out to get you. Everybody's not out to offend you. You don't have to sit there and look at it.
Yeah.
Outrage
culture. Yeah.
Right. And I think that's part of surviving this time in society, is letting crap go.
I'm gonna go the other side of that coin, because I tell people that people are the best thing and the worst thing about existence, right? So on the one side, you've got low quality human beings that I'm sure they are fearfully and wonderfully created in the image of their creator, but they don't know it and they sure don't act like it. And there are times where old T rears his ugly head and is like, you should just pick this person up and throw them 42 feet across the room. And while you're throwing this person, have a plan for these 8 other people and take them apart scientifically over the next 12 seconds. But we don't do that anymore unless we have to. So low quality human beings are the one side of that equation. The other side is high quality human beings. Spend time with high quality human beings. Like, there are few things in life that are more restorative to me than like I enjoyed doing this, like just spending time with you. Like, we played Boggle last night, just the two of us. We played Boggle, and you know, just that's just something stupid that we do, but it's not stupid because we enjoy doing it, right? And like spending time at grandma's house, and spending time with our tribe, and spending time with our mag, like around high quality people who are your people. Prioritize those things and schedule your priorities. Don't prioritize your schedule, meaning that the things that matter, you put those on your calendar and you fill in around it with all the other crap. Don't try and make room in all the crap for the things that matter. Like,
Right.
I've made this mistake, believe me. Schedule the things that matter first and then make everything else conform to it. Because, you know, there's gonna be a day that Aspen walks down the stairs in the morning and I'm sitting there at the computer and she doesn't climb up into my lap and curl up in a ball.
Yeah.
And that'll be a sad day. But it's not here yet.
Right.
Right? So like, shame on me if I don't take advantage of that when that opportunity presents itself.
Well, and that's a good point too, because you don't know when that day is.
Right.
Like, you don't have a pinpoint. Oh, a week from now, she's gonna like.
Right.
She's not gonna like to do this anymore. So, you've got to enjoy those little things while they still happen.
I have another thought. A lot of people are really trying to have everything. And what I mean by this is, and I use the North Texas example all the time because it's our most recent experience with this kind of lifestyle. Not this lifestyle, but the one I'm about to describe. Meaning that they've got to have everything. The big house, the big truck, the bass boat that goes behind the big truck, the trophy wife, the 3.6 kids that are all wearing $400 sneakers and $120 jeans, and they're
that are in
7.
every sport that they can possibly be
and
in.
Everything, right? And we just took out, we did a refi so that we could put a $38,000 outdoor kitchen next to the pool in the backyard with
Right.
everything. And it's like, you know what? A lot of that stuff is just posturing because you're insecure. The majority of that stuff is you posturing because you're insecure, because you want people to think of you, oh wow, they've got all their crap together. And it's like, no, you don't. You're barely holding it together, and you're just jumping from one line of debt to another line of debt. No, they're lines of credit. It's debt, jumping from this debt to that debt to that debt. And another part of that is that you're covering up insecurities, weaknesses that you have with these material things. But it's like, if you sat down and audited yourself and employed a whole bunch of self-awareness, what do you really like? Like, we'll just say that you really like cooking. Like, cooking's important to you. Okay. Along this model, or any model, this can apply to any kind of lifestyle. Maybe the outdoor kitchen is actually a good investment because it brings you joy and you love cooking because it's your thing. But everywhere else, you need to turn your cooking knob up as far as revenue goes, cash flow goes. Turn everything down. You don't need the $80,000 pickup truck. You don't need the bass boat that you use twice per year. You don't need the $400 jeans. You don't need all that crap. You don't need the 4,000 square foot house when 2,000 square foot will do. So you turn all those other knobs down and you turn up that one knob or those couple of knobs that if you could 10x it, if I traditionally, like, let's say we like going out to dinner and traditionally we spend, we'll just throw numbers out here, $100 at dinner. Well, what if we turned all the knobs down that weren't going to dinner and we reduced our cash flow, our required revenue, and all these aspects, and then 10x going out to dinner? So when we go out to dinner, it's $1,000. Just using numbers here, because you guys are probably like,
Yeah, I'd kill him if he spent $1,000.
but if we do the thought process of like, well, what would that look like? Like it could be, you know, a town car shows up and we hop in a town car and
Right.
somebody drives us there and we get there and we have a nice bottle of wine before dinner and then a really nice appetizer and a couple of excellent entrees and an excellent dessert and maybe some cordials afterwards and yada yada, and then we go from there to a thing, and so that experience, that dinner experience is now, like, if that's your thing, just using this as an example, it's off the charts, right? And all the things that don't matter, they don't matter. Stop trying to do everything and do the thing or the couple of things that really speak to who you are and give you joy, right? That's just a thing. There's an anecdotal piece of evidence for you, something to consider, that you absolutely cannot hold it up on all fronts.
No.
And it's not worth trying. Because, man, a $20,000 used pickup truck is gonna do everything an $80,000 new pickup truck will do, other than give you the bragging rights, but it won't give you the debt either. So, you know, blah blah blah. What else you got?
Just, you know, getting yourself squared away in all aspects and with a positive outlook. That's how you survive pre-SHTF.
Audit yourself.
Yeah.
Take some time
Deep
and
dive.
audit yourself. Who am I? What do I hate doing? What do I love doing? What makes me the way that I am?
Right.
And this will be the bow that I tie on this conversation. I ask all of my coaching clients at some point in our conversation, but usually pretty early on, if you woke up tomorrow and you could do anything with your life, money wasn't a consideration, time's not a consideration, nothing, just anything, what would it be? There is a way. Look at what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
There is a way to bring that to fruition. And it's hard work and faith in the Father. But if you could do anything with your life, what would it be? That will inform your sense of purpose. It'll bring you joy, and it should bring you closer to the Father as well. All of which...
Mine would be hatching chickens.
Art, yeah.
And fishing.
So we need to do some fishing.
Yeah. I need to have that bass boat that I can put my easel on.
Next to the incubator.
Next to the incubator. And then while I'm sitting out there fishing with my bobber,
Right.
I can be painting.
You need the yacht lifestyle. We need.
No, I don't want to live on a boat.
You don't want to live on it.
No.
But what if we just had a yacht and
No.
we went to the yacht so that you could paint and go fishing off of it?
No. I don't want the yacht.
Yeah, but see, yachts have generators to run
I don't
the
even want a
incubator.
bass boat. I just want a little John boat
You just want a little John
with a
boat.
little trolling motor. And that's all I need.
If I could wake up tomorrow and do anything, it'd be go back to sleep. That's what it would be. I just want to sleep today, all day. That's what I want. I want to sleep. So,
You're gonna sleep your life away.
please. Shalom, y'all.